Here at Quick Start, one of our most popular classes over the last several years has been the 50429 SharePoint 2010 Business Intelligence class. This is a really great class for anyone who may need to implement business intelligence in SharePoint. Anyone who wants to learn about SharePoint's business intelligence options and all the things that the business intelligence tools in SharePoint allow us to do. For anyone who needs to build dashboards, executive level dashboards or otherwise, we'll be able to get a lot from this class on how to implement this using the Microsoft Business Intelligence Center. The audience for this course is someone with some experience with SharePoint 2010 and SQL Server BI tools. The more so will allow the student to be able to focus their learning effort on the SQL Server Business Intelligence pieces and not have to pick up a lot of information about how to work with SharePoint. What is a site? What is a site culture? The benefits of the course is that someone who takes this class will have a really nice understanding of what the available options are from Microsoft Business Intelligence in the tools that that Microsoft expects people to be using to present their business intelligence, and that is SharePoint. Specifically in the class, a student will be presented with the basics of data warehousing and data analysis using SQL Server Analysis Services to give an idea of the best practices for business intelligence, where that data needs to come from, establish common vocabulary to understand the rest of the topics in the class, to be able to view and edit data from external databases right inside of SharePoint using the SharePoint web browser tools, using business connectivity services, to use Excel services to present data from Excel workbooks. Like we have here, we've got a pivot table and a pivot chart being displayed in a SharePoint dashboard page through the web browser. That the user doesn't need Excel in order to view this. Also allows, through Excel services, increase the efficiency of your workbook sharing in many, many different ways. You'll also learn how to use reporting services, how it works with SharePoint, how it's actually enhanced by integrating reporting services with SharePoint, and what your options are there. How to build professional indicators, key performance indicators, scorecards using performance point services. An example of a scorecard with some KPI details, analytical grid in performance point services, complete with decomposition trees that we can use to break down, in this example, cells by country, by state, and so on, to be able to share and incorporate data-driven Visio diagrams right through the web browser, so that the person consuming this does not need to have Visio, doesn't need to open anything in Visio, they just view it right in their web browser. Viewable, actionable, the shapes here can be clicked on, and actions can be programmed behind that. This data that we're seeing presented here, title, name, vacation hours, etc., is all being pulled out of a database. And as the data in the database changes, the Visio will be updated. You'll be able to extend the use of Access databases, both read and write, to many, many more users than have been possible in the past by publishing that Access database into SharePoint using Access services, and how to present geographic data in SharePoint using reporting services, the mapping capabilities, and integrating that in SharePoint. Here's an example of some sales data being presented by county in Washington State. Thank you for reviewing this video featuring our SharePoint 2010 Business Intelligence class. Please contact this Quick Start account manager to assist you in registering for this course. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, or check our Knowledge Center for the latest technology articles.